Shalom Israel, this is your brother Shammai, and I want to start listening up by saying all praises, honor and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Yahweh, the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, the name of His only begotten Son, in the pure Hebrew, the Lashawan Kodash. To all the sincere brethren, the men of Great Millstone, and the other like-minded Akyam, Shalom. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us, and to the brothers who are believers but aren't necessarily called to be prophets or teachers, but are obeying the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua to the best of your abilities. Shalom to the Akwath, our sisters. Shalom. This is just going to be a quick lesson through the Spirit, and the title of this lesson is The Power Struggles on Earth. Right? And everyone on some level in this world, craves some amount of power. You understand what I say? And the power struggle on earth, it began really with Eve in the garden. You understand? Which the serpent beguiled her and told her that, basically that she would be like the Most High. If she partook of the fruit, which that fruit is a philosophy. The brothers are always going to it. It's not a literal fruit. You get what I say? So that was where the real power struggle actually began. That's how the Lord, plotted out the story. You see me? So, before I proceed, I want to get the meaning of the word power. Come on, really? Power. And it says there, when I go into the etymology of the word, it says to be able, right? That's the etymology. And let's see the meaning. I like this one. It says ability to coerce, influence, or control. Meaning of the word coerce. It says to restrain by force, especially by law or authority. To repress, to curb. See that? So to restrain by force. Yeah, man. So the ability to restrain by force, influence, or control. That's power. You get what I say? An influential nation, company, or other such body. Yeah, that really hit the spot. But, yeah, man, I like the first one. This one is good too. The people in charge of legal or political power, the government. Yeah. And, in this time, we are just awaiting for the government, the political power, if you will, of Yahweh Shai to reign upon this earth. So, as I mentioned earlier, everyone on some level crave power. You get me? Brothers will oftentimes think about, spiritual power. We imagine ourselves in the kingdom under Yahweh Shai, having power over these heathens, to set things in straight. We all do. Even women in this queendom. You know what I mean? Which that's kind of off, because a woman should not be really thinking of having any kind of power. Well, she can have power over the children, right? But as it relates to, the masculine figure, she should not be in that kind of mind frame. However, that's not the case today, because in this queendom, women have the ability to wield power over men. You understand? As what the precept saying in Jeremiah 31, woman shall compass a man. See? We'll just draw a feet since we mentioned it. So that's Jeremiah 31, verse 22. How long wilt thou go about, O backsliding daughter? For the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. Exactly. A woman shall surpass men. It was written. Hence we have feminism, that woman power, girl power kind of vibration in the world right now. You see me? So even these women are getting a fair share, of what having power is like. You get me? Also, in these times, we are seeing power struggles between world powers. We have Russia flexing. China is eating up right now. They're heating up their flex game because they want Taiwan, right? We have America being a bully and fighting to be the most powerful nation, which at the end of the day, that's all crumbling, and it was prophesied. And the time is coming where even their allies, their own allies, will realize that they are the problem, and they will actually aid in the destruction of America, aka Mr. Babylon the Great. We can find that in the 17th chapter of Revelation. Revelation 17 and 16. And it says here, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the war. Them 10 horns represent the countries, the nations, the founding nations of the beast, right? Those European nations, I think Germany and all of them nations, that actually make up the ruling class, the upper echelon of Esau, Edom, right? Which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. For Yahweh hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of Yahweh shall be fulfilled. Yeah, the point was in 16. So he said they're going to hate the whore. That whore represents, Babylon the Great. You see me? And they shall make her desolate and naked, and they shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. That's the future of America, right? That's your future. And then again, even back in the ancient world, we had kingdoms that fought for power. We have great kingdoms like the Babylonian Empire, who was conquered by the Medo-Persian Empire, and then around 331 BC, the Grecian Empire took them down, and then afterwards you had the mighty Roman Empire, right? And the bottom line is that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is responsible for whoever is in power at this time, right? The Lord rule. Let's get it. Daniel 4. Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. And it reads, this matter is by the decree, just getting to the point, is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. Everything is orchestrated by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set it up over it the basis of men. That's why we have the so-called white man ruling today. He's the basis of man, right? And he's the one that's ruling. You get the message? That's why this world right now, how it's been run, it's an embarrassment. And that's why we need Yahweh Shai to come back very soon. So yeah, as we mentioned, Esau, Edom a while ago, the so-called white man. Right now the fourth beast, which is the Roman Empire, and we're currently in the last leg of the Roman Empire, the second leg, right? Is still ruling. And they're, as I mentioned, they're ruling as the revived Roman Empire right now, right? The deadly wound that was healed. You understand me, I say? And we are in the time of his downfall and removal. And that is exactly why we're witnessing all of these signs, all of these uproars, and the coming tribulations, because the virus that is ruling right now will be expelled, right? 2 Ezra 6 and 9 tell us, Esau is what? He's the end. 2 Ezra 6 verse 9, for Esau is the end of the world. Yeah. Once this virus get removed out of power, what's gonna come next? And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Yeah, the righteous kingdom for Yasharallah forever and ever. You see me? So hey, Yahweh is coming to conquer after that ultimately. When Esau get removed out of power, well, when Esau, because Yahweh is gonna roll up on Esau in them chariots with the angelic forces, And that is when, he will be plucked out of power. You see me? Yahushua is coming to conquer. It's no joke. If you read Isaiah 63, it tells us, I'm traveling at the greatness I am strength, coming to trod the wine press. Right? Because people think Yahushua come, if he give out hugs and friend of people. No. Yahushua is coming back with vengeance. We could just touch upon it. Isaiah 63. You can start from verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, with dyed garments from Basra. Basra would be like a capital city, in Idumea. This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I love that sentence, because that's exactly what Yahushua is going to do. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth the wine fat? Yeah, so it's what it's doing really is comparing the amount of killing that Yahushua is going to do when he come back. Because when you tread the wine fat, as it tell you in the scripture below now, when it say, I have trodden the wine press alone, when you trod the wine press, you get grape juice all over, because that's how they, they squash the grapes to get the juice, right? Trod it. You understand me I say? So Yahushua, the precept is expressing, how Yahushua is gonna pretty much, bring about a slaughter among these Edomites, because it's who is that coming from Edom? I've trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me, for I will tread them in mine anger. This does not sound like the Messiah is coming to give out hugs. And trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment, emphasizing the amount of slaughter and the killing that Yahushua is coming back to do, conquering. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. See that? And with that remind you, go back to the curses. You see me? In Deuteronomy 28:68, when it tell you say, we'll just pause it and just get that real fast. The last verse, see? When it tell you that the Lord shall bring thee, this is Deuteronomy 28:68, the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof I speak unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies, which happened to us, for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. When you go into the word buy there, the Hebrew word is kana, which means redeem. You see that? So this buy here means redeem. You understand what I say? Because it says we shall be sold unto our enemies. If this was talking about the literal buy, then it would defeat the whole purpose of us being sold anyway, because it says we shall be sold, meaning that we were bought. So this buy here could not be talking about the literal buy. When I go into the word kana, it means to redeem. So now I could go back to Isaiah 63. See? And the year of my redeemed is come, because only Yahushua is going to do that. Nobody will redeem us but Yahushua, and strip us from the curses, yo. See me? And I looked, and there was none to help, and I wondered that there was none to uphold. Therefore my own arm brought salvation unto me, and my fury it upheld me. And I will tread down the people in mine anger, future prophecy, and make them drunk in my fury. I will bring down their strength to the earth. See that? That's power. Power. The power of Yahushua. Because that's the only way you're going to take down the current beast that is ruling. Through power. Nobody can face Esau right now. That's why we need Yahushua to come. See? So yeah, can't stop it right there. Point has been made, yo. What we see now is the ultimate power struggle as it lead up to the coming of Yahushua and the ushering of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, out of the seat of power. Kalalayamla, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. Our praises to the name of Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua. Shalom.